running?
Yes.
Okay, Mitch Miller here, Masonic Storyteller. I'm just doing a little segment on some small local businesses that I found here in Aalborg, Denmark. And this is like an antique shop. I found a really cool hat, and I talked to the business owner. She's going to let me borrow the hat as a prop. So I handed over my U.S. passport, and now I'm putting on this hat. I'd like to purchase it, I just don't have the funds right now. So I got my hat on, and we're going to head across the street to a local pub that I found, and I really kind of like that place too. So, okay, you can pause it. Yo, is it going?
Yes.
Okay, came across the street. This is Promenade. That's a local pub right here in the corner. I like the decor in here. I just wanted to speak briefly. I got my Don Post hat on. This reminds me, you know, a Pittsburgh guy, I'm like Mr. McFeely, but I decided only Emma can call me Mr. McFeely if she's into that. I don't know, but that'll be like our thing. Anyway, you know, I've talked about some stories, told a lot of stories. I do want to briefly touch on the Jesuits. From my understanding, we talked about intelligent people in India and other places that do have some religious basis to it, as well as the Middle East and places like that. And there are institutes of higher learning in the Middle East, and to my knowledge base, these were begun, the legend behind them, or that they were founded by Jesuits. So I just want to take you inside and show you some of the decor. But like I've been talking about, you know, keeping our economies based in either paper currency or actual monetary currency, and that's something I will talk about Bitcoin briefly. Is that they're trying to feed us this stuff that it's backed by gold and things like that. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you'd have to confirm that not through digital means, I would think, some kind of inspection. Anyway, come on in. We'll go in. Alright, so we have a couple of framed currencies here. A lot of different currencies. We have the United States up here. You can see United States. There's a lot of different historical figures on the currency and things like that. But I want to point out one currency in particular as to what I was saying outside. It's this one right here, if you can come a little closer. This is the Bank of Iran, and to me that building, I'm not sure what it is, but to me it kind of looks like an Institute of Higher Learning. I'm unsure what that building or facility is. But that's what they chose to put on their currency. So that was kind of interesting, something that stuck out to me. So I just wanted to draw that to your attention. But we got our old currencies. So to that note, to like Emma and those people, you know, one thing I always said if I ever became a famous movie star or something like that, this kind of goes out to my friend Deb, who was a Marine. She always worked a day shift in kind of a bar similar to this, and you know, talking about different forms of communication. Now, to set up a hacker network to spy on celebrities to find out everywhere they're going to go, I find that unethical. But if a celebrity walked into a bar in the middle of the day and the bartender decided to text their niece and nephew and a couple other friends and say, Brad Pitt's in the bar today at 2, you know, you guys should get down here right away and see him, that does not seem unethical to me. I think that's a pretty common thing that used to happen, and I'm unsure of where the status of that situation is now. But I always said if I was you know, a famous movie star or something, I'd come to places like this. I found a couple places in Copenhagen too. Come in the middle of the day when nobody's in here. That daytime bartender, you know, in the United States is a lot based off of tip money is how they supplement their income. So, you know, I figured I'd come in, have a couple beers, and you know, if a bunch of people randomly show up with a little inside information, you know, maybe that daytime bartender gets a little extra tip money that day, makes 100 or 200 on a day shift instead of $40. You know, kind of compete with some of these younger people that work on the night shift, the young pretty people that make $500 in a bar shift at night in you know, Manhattan or something like that. So that's my little blurb, but yeah, Mr. McFeely signing off.